Welcome back. We begin with former FBI Director James Comey pleading not guilty in federal court today. Comey appeared before a federal judge facing a 2-count indictment for obstruction charges and lying to Congress. Now, Comey was given a secure escort to the courtroom, but our cameras caught this just minutes ago. His wife and daughter seen leaving the proceedings, but they did not speak to reporters. Now, Comey was indicted on 2 charges last month, just days after President Donald Trump urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to do so in a social media post. Today, his attorney did not ask the court for a speedy trial. A trial date was tentatively set for January 5th of 2026. We're joined now by CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga. Nicole, thank you for joining us today. What does this case mean for the DOJ going forward?
I think this case puts the Department of Justice and the independence of the Department of Justice on trial. Critics, including former DOJ officials from really both sides of the aisle, say that this indictment marks the starkest example of the Trump administration and President Trump using the Department of Justice to go after perceived political enemies. And career prosecutors reportedly opposed bringing these charges. Ultimately, the grand jury did hand down 2 federal counts. But for the Department of Justice here, the stakes are really enormous. The department's reputation, of course, is on the line as an apolitical institution, a reputation that has remained pretty consistent, at least since Watergate here. And if this case falters or appears to be politically motivated, it could further erode public trust in the Department of Justice. In short, this isn't just a case about the former FBI director. It's also about whether or not the Department of Justice still operates under rule of law or political command by the West Wing.
Yeah, a lot of implications with this one. Nicole, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And now let's bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman. Katrina, good to see you today. Does this prosecution have a difficult case to prove here?
They absolutely do. False statement cases are tricky because there's a lot of layers. They have to both prove that James Comey made a false statement, that he intended to make a false statement, and that he knew it was misleading as well. There's also that obstruction of justice charge against him. And the prosecution has to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. Something interesting that we learned today is even James Comey still doesn't know a lot of the details of this indictment. He doesn't know the specifics of the counts. He doesn't know who the people referred to in them are. All he knows is that it says he was authorized someone to leak information, but not beyond that. So even he is still learning about the details of this case. And the prosecution is really going to have a challenge here. It's also worth noting that Lindsay Halligan, who is leading this, has never prosecuted a case. She's a former defense attorney of President Trump, but she was just installed in her role a few days before this indictment was brought. We also shouldn't forget that when she went to the grand jury, there was another false statement count that they decided not to indict James Comey on.
And just real quick for you, Katrina, you talked about Lindsay Halligan earlier, and we're learning that obviously she had to bring in other attorneys from a completely different branch to help out with this case. Is that significant in your opinion?
I mean, that is absolutely significant. She was put in this role because the former person in that role didn't want to bring these charges against James Comey. There have been previous investigations into Comey where charges were declined to be brought. And even when she joined the office, prosecutors, it's been reported, gave her a memo where they said that they didn't believe that these charges should be brought against Comey. People have resigned from the office, including Comey's own son-in-law, since all of this took place. And she then had to bring in 2 prosecutors from North Carolina to help her with this. So it's highly unusual, and this is just going to be a very interesting and unusual case to watch proceed. Very high profile.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see how it plays out. Katrina Kaufman, thank you.